Hey everybody, and welcome along to this week's edition of the Irish Golfer Podcast. Peter Finnan here, and joined, as always, by Ronan McNamara.
How are we?
All good, and you?
I'm all good.
Been a few weeks since I've been here, been away on holidays, but yeah, you kept the ship going with... You had good interview last week.
Yeah, Patrick Healy.
It was good. It was actually good.
A lot covered. No, lovely fella.
Yeah, no, I was, and I was off the back of a couple of good weeks, so... No, I enjoyed the listen. I enjoyed your ending more than the listening. Didn't know whether to go to Mass or out for 9 holes.
In the end, I did neither.
I suppose before we get stuck into it, this podcast is brought to you in association with Flowgas. So if you're in the market for any household, commercial or business plans for gas, electricity, solar, dual fuel, EV charging or cylinders or LPG, visit flowgas.ie. They have all the best plans there to try and get you set up on the right plan for your consumption needs. They are offering a specific golf offer as well, so if your club is availing of the great packages that Flowgas are giving, just email marketing@flowgas.ie, quote your club, they'll give you a unique reference, and if you transition over to Flowgas, they'll give €40 back to your club for every member that signs up. So it's a nice way of them giving either further back based on getting members to sign up under the club packages. So visit flowgas.ie and you'll find all you need to know there. So right, it's been an eventful couple of weeks.
It has. I don't know where to start because you're throwing us all now under the bus by arriving back. We had a good thing going before you came back.
No, it's been like, I enjoyed being away for a couple of weeks, to be honest with you. There's so much going on here, there and everywhere, but no, it has been eventful. I'm going to out myself. I'm down, like, have you been playing much golf?
A little bit, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Playing alright?
Playing okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good,
not putting too well now, but, you know, playing okay.
I put well the weekend now. Did not putter switch there. The Zero Torque is dead to me now. It's gone. It's out the gate. It's broken in the shed.
Full torque.
I'm back in full torque. What's the worst thing you could do? I actually threw a competition away the weekend.
Oh, go on.
I'm cabbage of the week. Phil Mickelson clown of the week. We're getting out to bed early.
Kildare ham.
Kildare flying. Bar the seniors against Galway. We've taken me to town at every other level. Minors under 20s were flat out win. We won't get into Meath and Cork. Did you actually, before we get into that, Jim Furyk.
Yeah, good hurling man.
I never would have had Jim Furyk down.
Limerick Green kind of suits him.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah, that's it now.
Could do a job in the Sunday game. Good analysis.
When we hammer them in the Ryder Cup, he'll be at the afters with JP swinging hurls.
And what, Kyle? What's your man? Keeps end up dragged through the court several times.
Oh, Kyle Hayes.
Out for points.
You can't say that.
Oh, I just did. Grand. Anyway, cabbage of the week. What's the worst thing you can do? It's like second singles event, like second stroke play event of the year in Naas Golf the weekend. First hole. What's the worst thing that you can do? Like to do damage to yourself, like on a scorecard.
Scratch it.
Oh no, it's strokes like.
You can still let over.
No. Played the wrong ball. First time I've ever done it in my life, and I'm playing a TP5 stripe. Alright, so that makes it even harder to play the wrong ball. So I stood up, I hit my drive, thought grand, clipped a little bit of a tree, thought it'd be fine, just on the fairway, I thought. And it actually wasn't. The guy I was playing with called a Shrixon on the tee. He pulled it a bit left into trees, and I thought we could be in a bit of bother there, like it's a strokes competition. We were walking away from the tee, and I said, just go back and hit a provisional, just to be sure, you know. So he was like, yeah, I will, yeah. He said, provisional's a tailor-made. Didn't say anything about stripes. Alright, so I'm playing a TP5 stripe, number 5. Went, looked for his first ball, found his Shrix and walked over, found a TP5 stripe, number 5, on the fairway. Just thought, yeah, this is perfect, same line as mine, ideal, great. Did all my yardage, did all my stuff, hit down, and then he walks over and goes, where's my other ball? I said, no, that's definitely mine, I was playing stripe, 100% my ball. He said, no, my provisional was a stripe as well. I said, no, you're What number was it? Number 5? I said, I have a little blue dot on mine. So we went back looking about 10 yards further back in the rough.
Further back as well.
Further back as well, yeah. Further back, that's it.
Not even the big hitter in the group.
He was off 17, yeah. Me masquerading off 4 or 5. But, yeah, went back just a little bit further back in the right. There it is. Another TP5, number 5. Picked it up to identify it. Yeah, there's a little blue dot underneath that one. There we go.
What did you have on the hole?
6. Parred it. Got away. Got grand. I ended up, I shot 75 including that, so I actually shot 73 in my own head. Happy. Should have broke par, just badly. But anyway, yeah. It was, yeah, so I'm
75 gross?
Yeah. Coach of the week. No, it's not too much, but we're trending. We're trending. Bit of Jimmy Brune action now at the weekend as well. I'm going to get out again. That's all good. It's all going the right direction. But yeah, enough about our golf. Where do we get started? You have to get started at the PGA Tour. You didn't actually log on last week to do anything post-Aronimic, so this kind of feeds in to this week. Did you watch any of this?
I watched the final round, some of it, but it was terrible.
I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm glad we're off the same. This was like I've never experienced an anticlimax like it in my life. And number one, Wyndham feckin' Clark winning the tournament. That did it for me out the gate. I hate him. I was not a fan. But it was just what the tournament was. I don't think anybody in the field made a bogey.
No.
That's how bad. Like, you boys on 60 watch every day, and the PGA Tour think this is entertainment.
No, it's not.
Off the back of Aronimic the week before, it just highlights where golf is, professional golf, as an entertainment sport. Like, do you find that entertaining? Do you find watching lads trying to shoot 60, all hitting the same shots, all doing the same thing, entertaining? And it's just a putting competition.
No.
It was driving range golf, and it just highlighted it even more, the fact that it was off the back of Aronimic, which was an unbelievable test, and we'll go into a bit of detail on that. It just highlighted how far away from knowing their own product the PGA Tour are, and knowing what people want.
Yeah, but your Siwoo Kim was leading, and he shot 65 and got lapped.
Yeah, he was leading by 5 going into the weekend.
Yeah,
wasn't he? Leading by 5, and he shot 68, 65 and lost by 3.
Yeah, it's terrible, and like it's one of those PGA Tour events, as you said, where it's Mickey Mouse golf. Like, we give Liv a lot of stick for having too many tournaments that are too easy on courses that are too easy. This is exactly.
It's worse.
It's worse.
It's worse. They spent that DBC Craig Ranch they played on. I was reading an article this morning. They spent 25 million quid in this in the last year, doing it up to get ready for this tournament, and then they come and they
shoot 30 under.
They share, like, they absolutely rip to the shreds. Yeah, like, it boils back into last week, and it kind of boiled my blood a little when I was listening to players at Aronimic. Rory and Shane were case in point, more so Shane Lowry. And I hate having a go with him, but like some of his comments around course setup and all that, and a lot more players. Scotty Scheffler was at the same crack, giving out about the setup and pains and where things are. And once you get these guys out of their comfort zone, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see Scotty Scheffler shooting 60 or Wyndham Clark shooting 60 or Siwoo Kim or whoever. Like, that's not entertaining to me. You sound like you're the same.
Yeah, it's boring. It's ironically boring.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, when you put it up against the PGA Championship last week, which again had its own issues, but like, you take it.
But what issues did it have?
It wasn't a great
winner.
I wouldn't go that far, but it just wasn't a great separator.
Yeah, but that doesn't
like, I found the PGA hard to follow just because there was too many people in the mix. Like, Ben Griffin was inside the top 10 or 12 going into the final round, and I'd say I didn't see him hit a shot for the first 3 days. Like, there was lads popping up everywhere. It's grand if you have 4 or 5 in the mix, but not 14.
Is that a player thing, or is that a course thing? That there's no separator?
Oh, it's a course thing.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally the other side of that. The talent did rise to the top. We ended up with a really good leaderboard. And I think this leads into a bigger question. And
we did, yeah. Like, on day one, what was it, Stephen Yeager was leading, you had a couple of randoms up there, and I was thinking, God, this is as bad a leaderboard as Quet Hollow the year before, and then
it just exploded.
It started building up.
Because the lads worked it out. They worked out Bar McIlroy off the tee, most of them worked it out of what they needed to do. It boils into a bigger question for me of and we hit on this before, I'm constantly, I don't know, I sound like an old man yelling at a cloud sometimes, going about, what do we want to reward as a professional golfer? What is a professional golfer? And what do we put the emphasis on? What do the PGA Tour want to serve up? What's the most sellable thing to us? I'm a core golfer and they're losing me with CJ Cup tournaments and stuff like that. Last week I was fully engaged. I was on holidays away and I did not miss very many shots from start to finish. I was enthralled looking at my TV at the test, how the course was set up. I loved hearing the like a Lowry moan like kids about something that's different, that they're not getting served up every week, and then they have the audacity to come out. You can't have it every way. You can't. It's like the most clever guy in a class given out because the teacher didn't give him the exam questions before the exam, and then given out that he didn't get the results he wanted because the exam wasn't set up the way he wanted and the way he was used to it in his mocks or something like that. That's what I'd equate it to. And these guys, the bang of entitlement off the modern day player is really starting to piss me off when I see stuff like that. And I'm going quite hard on it because I really want to. It all boils back to, and we've said it a while, the PGA Tour don't know what they're going to serve up. Is it a TV product? What do we want? Does last week, it kept me entertained. Does it keep everybody entertained? Probably not. I like to see the best players in the world tested and struggle and have to make sure. It should be like a game of chess. That's the way golf was. You think your way around. But now professional golf, and we can blame equipment or we can blame course setups. So I think last week and this week, putting them up against each other with the same equipment, same golf ball, same players, same tech, pretty much, and we see it's night and day, and it's all golf course, and it's all set up, and it's design, and it boils back to the question of what do we want to reward as a professional golfer? Do we want to reward guys who just bludgeon it like Bryson and throw it as far down a hole mindlessly and then wedge their way in with a bit of skill from there and good putters? Or do we want artists? It boils back to that, though. It does boil, and that's where I'm after having a cut of Shane Lowry, but he's one of the artists that are left on tour that can shape a ball. You cut a ball left to right, right to left. He can fly it different ways. They all can, but they're out of their comfort zone doing it. They're out of their comfort zone when the surrounds and the greens are different, when the approaches are different, when the flags are tucked or up high and different things.
But there were a few unfair flags.
There were, yeah, but they're the best players in the world. That's what we want.
Not unfair flags, though. You're getting great shots and not getting rewarded. Yeah, it's unfair to everybody, yeah.
But there's a leveler. There's other holes out there to be got. There's drivable holes. It just annoyed me. It annoyed me watching. And Rory fairly backed down off his comments at the start of the week saying, oh yeah, you can try to advance this down anywhere. He really had to rein back on some of the comments that he said on the Tuesday. I'd kind of give him a free pass that the course changed. He had some toe issues. He missed the last day of practice, and I'm sure his opening round 74 that he shot was down to the fact that he missed Wednesday's practice, full day. The course morphed into something totally different that he practiced 2 weeks before and then played his few practice holes earlier in the week, and he just wasn't expecting it. That's a preparation problem, and I'm sure when he goes away he'll look back in that tournament and go, I should have won. But Aaron Roy, what Aaron Roy did coming down the back nine there was phenomenal, and that's what I want to see in golf. That was the separator. The separator winning that golf tournament was between the ears. It was the decisions he made. It was the scores, the shot choices he took, laying back on holes. It was a tactical masterclass to win that.
Yeah, he got better as the pressure intensified, and I honestly didn't see him doing it because he hacked his way up the 18th on the Saturday, and I was thinking, he's feeling the pressure here now. The way he played the 18th was a disgrace on the Saturday.
Yeah.
he completely hacked his way up and somehow got away with it with a bogey. But yeah, the way he played was brilliant on the Sunday, and like,
but he could play.
The putt he got on 17. People are giving him stick for like his lack of reaction, saying, you know, Larry would have been running around the place, or
he's still in the mix. He still have a job to do.
If he goes mad, he actually might realise where he is, and then
you could
the blinkers would come on. There could be a rabbit in the headlights sort of a thing.
But you could have afforded, like, if Aaron Roy played the same shots this week and played tactically on the back nine this week at the CJ Cup,
he'd have lost.
Whereas the separator was between the ears, what he did. I'm all for it. I'm all for tougher tests, firmer tests. Like, just the way the PGA of America set that golf course up, they really need some serious pats on the back after that, because it was one of the best majors, outside the emotion of the Masters and Rory winning and stuff like that. That was one of the best major course setups I can remember in the last 20 years. And I love the fact, I'll say it again, I love the fact players were giving out about it. Because, yeah, it's just, we're served up the same shit week in, week out. And I hope the US Open at Shinnecock takes it to another level and goes back. My first US Open, I went to Shinnecock in 2004. And I don't know what age I was. It was 22 or 3. I nearly had a heart attack watching looking at the golf course. Like, it was just... It was like golf on the moon, and just alien to me how difficult it was set up. I hope they go the same, like, in Shinnecock, and they really push it to the edge and test these players again.
Yeah, well, there's a run of tournaments coming up now where you think the scoring should be curtailed, like the Charles Schwab Challenge in Colonial never really has ridiculously low scores. Then you've got Memorial and the Canadian Open, so these 30 under birdie fests are thankfully going to be rare.
Yeah, and strokes gained off the tee then becomes irrelevant. Like, Aaron Roy was 160th in distance on the tour going into that, and he goes and wins a major. That's what golf should be. That's what I think golf should be. Anyway, that's the type of golf that gets me going, gets my juices going, is the best guy that makes the best decisions and executes. He just out-thought everybody. It was brilliant. I just love to see it, and I want to see more of it. And you know, you will create superstars doing that. I think there's a fear in the PGA Tour that we need to set these things up to let, like, people want birdie fests and they want to show these guys just attacking everything and just pulling golf courses asunder. That's not what, I don't think that's what most people want. It might be what an American audience want, but I don't think, like, people in UK and Ireland or people that, I don't know, we're more purists about how you'd look at golf. Like, there's a little bit more depth into. We like seeing somebody crack a 5-iron to about 20-25 feet from 210 yards. The Open is case in point. We're a knowledgeable crowd this side of the Atlantic. They don't get the Open Championship as much. Half the field that go there come from America don't want to be there. You know, it's unique. It's different. But yeah, that's my rant over and that. I really CJ Cup just. It boiled my piss this week. I really it annoyed me watching it, and I had to knock it off, and then I knocked it on coming into the back nine, and then, my God, when I seen Wyndham Clark storming through the field, I was going, please. It was the only time I can remember watching golf in the last 6 months. I was going, please, Scotty Scheffler, just do something special, please. And I don't know what he shot, 65?
Yeah,
wasn't special enough, because our man Wendy comes in, full locker, full of gear. Had to get it in there. But yeah, he was one of the worst in the fields driving the week before. Yeah. And then you have commentators said, "Oh my God, all these guys are after finding their games in the last." They found nothing. They found a driving range with greens.
Yeah,
that's what they found. And like, yeah, it's just, yeah. Right, rant over. We get on. Is Rant Nelson the PGA? Like, Seamus Power had opportunity.
Yeah, top 20, 15 under again. Good position after 2 rounds. Saturday 71. I mean, you're losing light years of ground with that, and then bounced back nicely with a 67. So moved up into 100th in the FedEx Cup. So moving up 12 places. So he's bang on the bubble now.
Yeah.
Which, you know.
Oh, there's a lot to be said, but it's just he's not in any of the massive events. He needs to.
No, he's playing this week, and then you've got 2 signatures coming up then again in Memorial and
Just on the bench for them.
yeah, and then the Canadian Open, he is a big event. He probably is going to be in that one, and then it's the US Open, Travelers Signature, and that's it then till July. So so he has to make the most of his opportunities when he can get them. So top 20 is a nice start.
Yeah, no, it is. It's. He just needs to follow it up with another result, but scheduling's a pain that he's not getting any momentum.
Yeah,
but he needs to play his way through. But what were your thoughts on Rory actually? Just dipping back into Aronimik.
in what way? His performance.
Yeah,
Same as he's been all year, having his B game. Like at Augusta, he can get away with poor driving, as we obviously saw, and he hasn't really improved on it. Like, it's funny, after the 74 on the Thursday, he'll come out and play well on the Friday, and then it's almost as if he gets put into this false sense of security then with the driver, and it all goes asunder then on Saturday, and then Sunday he just didn't have it.
it just didn't happen for him.
But it hasn't really been happening for him at all year. It happened until it was Augusta a month ago, and he managed to get over the line in a way where he was able to get over the line with his B game because it wasn't dependent on where his ball was off the tee.
But he adapted.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting back to on the thing. Like when Rory was under the cosh at Augusta, he started hitting piss missiles off the tee. We were talking about it, these flat things that going out like 40 feet high. He never once did that at Aronimik, and that I don't know why he didn't adapt on the Sunday when he was missing fairways. Just hit fairways. He would have won the tournament.
that's like saying if you're homeless, just buy a house.
No. It is, but he has the capability of doing it, but he didn't adapt to the test that was there. He tried to overpower that golf course. He tried to attack when strategy was needed. One thing
it's
I'll give
different
him
though
credit
when
for,
you're chasing though as well.
but he wasn't chasing going into the back nine though. He wasn't far off.
He was fair enough off though.
It was more I'll give him credit. Rory is starting now in majors, especially. He's learned to hang around. But
he's won 2 of them the last 12 months.
no, but he's learned to hang around the ones that he's in. The last 2 years, he's up there in majors, pretty much every major. He's there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see US Open and then into the Open. How much golf he plays, how he goes on. You've been at Birkdale recently. That golf course should suit him.
Yeah,
but it's weather dependent. There's so many other variables that just sees. I was delighted to see Paddy Harrington with a top 20 finish.
Yeah, and there was a point I still believed he should win.
Yeah, but
I was going into Sunday thinking, if he's 400 through 9, is there a plan in place for that? What do we do?
Panic station.
But to finish 3-3-3 was unbelievable as well.
Yeah.
Aaron Wright can get the fuck.
He's some asset though. He is some asset. Just the way, but that's the type of thing. You don't Paddy Harrington. If he played in the CJ Cup, he probably would have missed the cut.
Yeah,
With he'd pump in there 69, 70 home. Good luck.
yeah, it's so true.
It's just not, and that's what I'm getting at about the product, about the.
You could see it in our Aronimik. Luke Donald was going well for a day and a half. Somebody like Steven Yeager going well. There was a lot of lads who you wouldn't see feature in a shootout golf course like we saw at the CJ Cup, who were hanging around, posting good numbers. All right, albeit maybe not doing it for 4 rounds, but you could see that they compete on a course in a setup like that. Whereas here, it's like what Graham McDowell used to say in his latter years in the PGA Tour. There's only a select amount of golf course can compete for the duration. Here, if we had GMAC playing, Harrington playing, they'd have missed the cut by a landslide.
Yeah.
And coming off saying actually didn't play badly.
Good to see Round back.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Opinion.
No, it is my opinion. No, it is. Don't delete. It is good to see Round back. He's sorted out hopefully the crap that he has now. There's a lot of stuff going on with Liv behind the scenes, and you're reading a lot of, talking about moving stuff in the last week to the States and all that, and easy bankruptcy laws there and stuff. They're definitely going to wind this up. I don't know what way, I don't know what planet. I was reading a report the other night that they claim they need 250 million of an investment. Did you read this at all? Did you see Joel Beale did a piece, and Bloomberg had piece out there. I love when the lads.
It's just when Westwood started calling him like a knob.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah, he did. That was for his comments on John Ram. Like he sold his soul or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. He sold his legacy out or something like that. And Westwood just again, old man yelling at cloud, was sitting on all his money. But no, like I love when you see the like of Bloomberg and like Financial Times and all that. People outside of golf then actually doing proper reporting on the monetary situation in golf and actually calling it as it is, and away from all the fluff and the bullshit press releases that we get. That it's actually they lay out the facts and you just go like, this is just laughable. Like they're a crowd that are after spending $5 billion in 5 years, claiming that all they need is $250 million of an investment and they'll be profitable inside 2 years. You're just going like, well, what planet are these lads living? Like if that was the case, why wouldn't PIF just put $250 million in and make it profitable for themselves in 2 years? If they're already in the hole for $5 billion, like it's laughable. But yeah, it's just good to see like proper journalists throw a bit of sense onto it. But yeah, like, but it's dead now. It is dead.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
That's it. It's gone. It's just like even Ram making his comments though. We started this off on John Ram. Ram making his comments on his contract is very different to like Brooks was able to walk away. Like Brooks gave up a year, the last year of his contract, and was able to walk away. Ram can't. Like we're on different terms here. Like no matter what they serve up next year, if they manage to cobble something together and it's I don't know what it is, like a circus, like going around to 10 events or something like that. They like faucets, going around the place.
So he's playing the Scottish Open.
Yeah, so he's paid all his fines. He's done all this stuff now. He had to do that. But no matter what product they serve up next year, it's looking like he'll be the figurehead of it if they can hold it together, unless he wants to give up 100 odd million of whatever they owe him for the rest of his contract.
Yeah.
So he's kind of stuck.
Where are you on the moon landing? Real or fake?
I actually seen my brother send me a piece on this. Said my brother sent me a screen grab of you publishing a piece on Bryson. Did you write that piece?
Yeah.
Did you?
Why?
They thought you were a cabbage.
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, I didn't say it.
I know, but you're covering it. But yeah, well, no, the moon landing, yeah, it definitely happened.
Tell that to Bryson.
I know, yeah. Bryson's a klepton at the best of times. Bryson, I loved when he was on, I don't know what day it was. It was going back to Aronimic again, like. Bryson, like, if, put it this way.
Stick to YouTube, Bryson.
But that's the thing. Would Bryson DeChambeau be a professional golfer if Aronimic was every week?
We won 2 US Opens doing that.
Okay.
Ball and gauge. Just when things don't go
very
his way.
Different golf courses. Like Winged Foot, yeah, I'd give him a bit of benefit of the doubt. Like Whitehurst, he could hit it anywhere. Different test. Now it was fast. It was a proper test. But yeah, I don't know. This day and age, if Aronimic was every week, I think he'd be a Corn Ferry man. There's a
YouTube man.
He would know,
so
but
he's even saying it now. He doesn't only play pro golf next year.
But that's the thing. Like when that's what I was saying on Bryson, when it was during the live at the Masters, I was watching on one of the. It must have been Brandel or one of them just made a comment on it. There's Bryson, just pounding the dirt on the fairway on the practice area there, trying to find his game. No doubt he's off now to make a YouTube video, and he just got. The lads love getting little digs into him. I love it. I'm all for it. It's just because he's the most vocal with nonsense. But yeah, anyway, getting back to the moon landings. What's the story? What are you a believer?
Yeah.
We did go to the moon.
We did go to the moon.
Yeah. Mankind.
Played a bit of ball.
Not the wrestler Mankind then. No. Actual Mankind. And Bryson just thinks it's not real.
Yeah, what a random thing to say on a golf podcast. Unbelievable.
He's a random bloke, like I don't know, it's just strange, some of the stuff. I don't know. Is he just trying to be relevant because he just gets in front of cameras that actually care 4 times a year?
Yeah.
And the rest of the time
it is great though watching him like
the breaking
have a hissy fit when things aren't going his way.
Breaking 50 stuff, or was it break 60?
Great. Yeah, I know what it is.
I watched the Trump one, and I watched a few of them. They're actually good. They are good. It's entertaining. But that's probably what Live is going to end up being. Something like that.
Break 50.
Yeah. Like it's there's not a, unless he goes to the moon and like for the first time mankind gone to the moon like Bryson, like, but there's not a planet that Live Golf actually survives as a viable entity and people invest in it. I just don't see a planet that people invest in it in the way it is and keep it going. It's a false economy. Like, there's no return for an investor.
Sure, you're their main target audience. You love it.
No, I love bits of it. I did, like, and I like.
You'll be watching. You'll be watching Korea.
I can see
you
through
and
it.
4 other people across the world.
I might go to Korea.
You should.
I have to go to a few of them now before it winds up. Yeah.
We go to the farewell.
Yeah. Go to the grand finale, but yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. We're rambling on here about Bryson and the moon, but yeah.
Exactly. That's what makes it so brilliant.
It's yeah. I didn't even read the piece. I just got sent by a few people just saying like, what is this all about?
He was on a podcast that's like linked to the Trump organization.
Of course. Here we go. Now it's all piecing together.
So yeah, he was talking about how he might pack in pro golf and stick to YouTube, and then somebody asked him like about
Pascal.
I don't know how it came up, but he said, yeah, I've seen the footage, it's a bit wild. I don't know if it's real.
I don't know. Right, let's move on from pro golf. Well, from the PGA Tour side of pro golf. What's next on the agenda?
Hotel Planet Tour.
Yeah.
Liam Nolan, first top 10 of the season, birdie 3 with the last 4 for a 69. 15 under total, moved up to 31st in those Road to Mallorca rankings. Got just short of €11,000 for his troubles, 3 shots off the eventual winner, who was Tapio Pulkinen in the playoff, who eagled the first playoff hole to beat Maxon Gibudo. A bit of a weird week for the Irish. Plenty of bright sparks like J.R. Galbraith and John Murphy. 34th and 9 under. John Murphy, who won Clutch Pro last week or the week before, finished in an ambulance. So yeah, he went 6-6-6 on 14, 15, 16 or something like that. And then we Mark Power, who was, I think he was 6 under through 9 during his first round and finished level par. He had some round and then he went bogey free. 66 in round 2, 73-70 for 47s. So yeah, there was a lot going on.
And we had John Murphy last week as well, when I was away. Back in the winner's circle. Nice to see.
Back in the winner's circle. Yeah, it's been a journey anyway. That's for sure. So he birdied 5 of his 11 holes to win the Clutch Pro Tour's Cronin Park Classic. Birdied 5 of his last 11, including the 18th, to get into a playoff. Then obviously held on in that playoff to get through and win. So it was brilliant. Great to see, because it's well documented. He's been through the wars, I suppose, in golfing terms. So, and obviously then like really encouraging 54 holes on the Hotel Planet Tour last week as well. So you definitely say things are certainly looking bright for him anyway at the moment. And you just hope he can build on this and at least try to get back to the Hotel Planet Tour for next year.
You were back in Newlands as well.
Oh, I was, yeah.
Last week.
With the Flowgas Irish Women's. Yeah.
There's so much going on.
There's so much going on. This was great actually. Louise Landgraf won it again, back to back. 17-year-old French woman, 50th in the world actually as well.
She won did she win the Portuguese amateur back to back as well?
Yeah.
She's done 2 of them. Yeah.
So junior Ryder Cup player as well. So a bit of pedigree there, but she beat Jessica Ross. She birdied the last few holes, whereas Ross went par bogey to lose in pretty cruel fashion now, has to be said. But she was two behind with 4 holes to play, and she didn't know herself that she'd won. And even like I think people watching her trying to do some like final calculations because it just changed so quickly. So she held the putt that she thought was to get into a playoff, and then it kind of dawned on her maybe a minute later that she'd actually won the thing. So it was a bit of an anticlimax to what was a very dramatic finish, but really, really good standard of golf, even though the weather was pretty grim for the most part.
Yeah, but it's a good course. I like Newlands. Like it boils back to earlier on. Like it's a tricky golf course. It is I don't know. You walk to the go, but
it's just incredibly tight.
It is very tight off the tee. Like it'll put manners on you. But yeah, Anything else you want to hit on?
Beat the PGA in Druids Glen last Thursday, I think it was. Conor O'Rourke and Simon Thornton sharing the spoils on 2 under par, and then Damien Mooney won the Rathfarnham Pro-Am on the Friday, and then today is the Flogas Pro-Am down in Glasson, and they've got probably the greatest day of all time for it.
Yeah, it is cracking out, isn't it? Us stuck inside like gobshites with microphones.
And not pressing record, what? And then Golf Ireland wise, we've the ISPS hand the Irish Close for golfers with a disability. My home turf, County Meath Golf Club. Big plug to everyone there, and then of course the East of Ireland Men's Amateur Open in County Louth.
That's next
this
week,
weekend. This bank holiday weekend always.
Oh yeah.
It never bothers you. You'll never be there anyway. So
Arnott's
sponsoring it, yeah. So my thanks to All in Baltray for moving this to a Friday, Saturday, Sunday job instead of a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So for the first time in a few years now, I get my bank holiday Monday on the June weekend.
You're gonna go down, yeah?
I'll show a face, yeah.
It'll be good. That's always a good event. It is always a good event. It's just a savage golf course.
It's got a great field this year as well. Probably one of the best they've had in a long time. You've got like the usual lads like Stewie Graham, Colin Campbell, Keelan Rafferty back from injury. Gavin Tiernan is playing as well. So there's a lot of big hitters. A couple of college lads are back then from Ireland. Gavin O'Neill, Morgan Kane. Gavin actually went quite well in the tournament there. Came close to getting a PGA Tour start, but finished off in the top 10. So the cutoff for this was plus 2.7.
It's mental, isn't
players who were top 15, top 20 in the Irish Am in the North couldn't even get into this. They're like 10th, 12th, 15th reserve. So there is a very good field for this year, which is obviously
This is where Golf Ireland with the new that they're doing like a strokes gain thing, aren't they? They're doing like, this is where it'll come into play next year, where it's not just your WHS handicap, that they've other variables coming into play.
Yeah.
This is where it's needed.
Yeah.
Because there are guys not in that field that should be in that field.
Yeah, and you can tell by looking at the field this week that the North clearly suffered again.
Yeah.
Didn't get a good field last year when it was in the September slot. Didn't get a good one a couple of weeks ago for when Dylan Keaton won. And yeah, I don't know, 3 big majors in May. Then you've got the added addition of Lytham and then Brabazon as well. Like, it just doesn't work. So they're going to have to rethink that for next year as well. Even like, not just the North, is it too early to have the Irish Amateur Championship in May?
Yeah.
Is that too early? Possibly.
Probably is.
Should you maybe leading with the provincial ones first or whatever? So it's interesting just looking at the calendar, because going forward then, like June, from a men's point of view, there's nothing. I know you'll have the amateur and the St Andrews Links as well then in the UK, but from an Irish point of view here domestically, there's not very much.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's that catch-22 of their big tournaments globally in June and July, obviously, and you have people vying trying to get their Walker Cup position and stuff like that, and that it'll affect the field in the, if you were to have clashes with the Irish Am or something like that, and it's a scheduling issue. Like, same as the professional game. There's just too much amateur golf. There's too much stuff on, and when you see like a Stuart Graham earlier on in the year, like missing some of the major tournaments and stuff like that, some of the guys missing tournaments because they're just saying, like, I have to work. Like, there's just too much.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
there's too much going on.
Yeah. So like the St Andrews Links is like the 5th of June, I think, and then you've got the amateur, I think around the 15th or so, and the amateur is like it's like nearly playing there for a fortnight.
Yeah.
Over there in Royal Liverpool and West Lancs. So yeah, maybe then maybe wouldn't be able to fit an Irish event then in June, because those 2 events are so like nearly all encompassing, really.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting.
Anything else you want to hit on before we get into heroes and villains and clowns and?
No, like I watched a bit of the Soudal Open actually.
Did you?
Yeah, proper. I was proper rooting for Nicholas Colesarts to make the cut.
Yeah. He's had his going away party last year.
He seems to be retiring every year.
He's doing it every 6 months now. He'd be like Seamus Coleman looking for a testimonial.
Yeah. But I thought that was nice. Nice to see Sterney back in the winner's circle.
Yeah, he's a name I'd kind of forgotten about, Richard Sterney. Like, good player.
Yeah, if you told me he'd retired 5 years ago, I'd have believed you.
Yeah, no, I was exactly the same. Exactly the same when I see him pop up with a trophy. Yeah, there's not more. Like, there's been lots going on, but nothing. Like, it's just relentless now, week in, week out, isn't it? There's so much happening at home and abroad, and that we have to dip in and out of. Like, you're across like 15 different tournaments a week now at this stage.
And Mark,
yeah.
Mark is Jews.
No, it is. It's crazy. Right. Heroes and villains.
Heroes and villains. I have a late addition to the villain category, actually. Very late addition.
Very late. Well, I know I've done Clown of the Week earlier on, but some of you might have noticed a bit of a change in the audio here about 10 minutes ago. I forgot to hit record on the main, so we're using a backup audio feed. Thankfully, there was one on there, but yeah. So I'm kind of clown stroke cabbage of the week this week.
Yeah, I agree.
Comes back from holidays. I better not have been your villain. That's your late villain income, no? But
no.
That's grand. Right, go on then. Your villain of the week.
Your brother.
For what?
I'm not a cabbage. Clown. Kildare ham.
He just didn't know.
Kildare ham. That's all he is a ham.
Kildare ham. Right, go on.
Back
Who's
in
your
the attic,
actual
you ham.
villains?
Bryson, for just being an absolute gobshite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my Bryson was my villain. My hero then was actually Marcel Seam.
Oh, for the way he treated.
He's just one of the man, like.
Yeah.
He borderline, like, nearly
He's
made it all about him.
psycho.
Nearly made it all about him, but
Yeah.
like he was what a great three ball though. Him, Cole Sarts and Alex Levy. So I'll give it Marcel Seam just for being the man.
It is like we're blessed on the DP World Tour with guys like that have a bit about them, like a bit of
Just
you know,
characters.
Yeah. They don't really have it as deep on the PGA Tour like that, and we've like 20-year veterans on tour that you actually feel you've been on a journey with them. Like you're emotionally attached to some of these guys.
There's a sense of like there's an old boys club on the DP World Tour.
Yeah,
With
and
some
there's
of the
none
lads.
of that on the PGA Tour really.
No.
And we're going to lose all that in the next decade. Like the Rorys and the Scotty Schefflers won't be playing golf when they get to 50. They just won't. They've made too much money. Why would you do that for as long as they have and then keep it going? Like there's not very many of the mentality of Harrington going around.
But even going through the leaderboard here, like there's great characters like Marcus Armitage. You've got Beef Johnson, who's probably the biggest one of them all. Fabrizio Zanotti, a veteran like of the tour.
Eddie Pepperell and guys
Levy
like that.
Pepperell there as well, playing like great characters. Paul Waring. And then you go onto the PGA Tour and it can be like just dry.
Yeah.
Very, very robotic and dry.
Wyndham.
Case in point.
Yeah, exactly. Justin Thomas. You can just go.
You can't.
Such sound guys.
You can't name drop Justin Thomas like that. Justin Thomas is a great man.
Listen, he invests well. That's all I'll say.
Has he been to Ellen Road?
No. I asked him last year. Remember, he looked at me like I had two heads. Huh? What are you talking about?
Did you?
Yeah. I said something at the open, shouted something at him. And he's like, no, just looked at me like I had two heads. Which he's probably right. But good season finisher for Leeds. Bar the West Ham game.
Bar the West Ham game.
14th.
Yeah, JK will be delighted with that.
We'll take it.
You can pick up the whole like pre-season
well
thing at the Open now.
Yeah, money well
next
spent.
month.
He might come to Croker to watch them playing. Is there anything else you want to hit? So, hero of the week.
Jim Furyk, good hurling man.
Yeah, I was looking. It was a toss-up for me. Like Paddy Harrington to win his own award after his performances last week, but it's kind of a 2-week heroes and villains this week. So yeah, I do think Jim Furyk, like Marty Morrissey'd want to watch his job. Like he'd done a good analysis on it. Then your man start quizzing him up about, well, what do you think about the Cork match? And he's like, I haven't really watched them. I've watched Waterford and I've watched yeah. So
on Jimmy.
No, it was good. It was like because he did seem fairly into it, and he'd done his homework, which was nice to see. It wasn't just thrown in front of a camera. He was actually watching the game and trying to work out tactically what was going on and see. So, fair play to Jim Furyk. They need to do a lot more of that now if they want to endear the the hearts of
Yeah.
Limerick. Like, I don't know what Luke Donald. Luke Donald ended up captaining Limerick in the All Ireland final or something.
He can
One-upmanship.
He can captain them in the Tartan Cup final.
Yeah, one-upmanship. Is there anything else you want to hit on then?
I don't think so.
No? I think that's a wrap. So, yeah, apologies for the audio discrepancies earlier on. Won't happen again, but we'll be back again this day next week anyway to go through. Well, no, it's a bank holiday. We'll be back on the Tuesday. We'll have crowned an East of Ireland champion and a good few other bits going on. So visit irishgolfer.ie for all the latest golf news. And if you are looking for somewhere to play, it's glorious sunshine out there. We have an event on in Powers Court on the West Course. Irish Golfer events were in Powers Court this Sunday. So the weather's meant to be cracking again. So visit irishgolfer.ie/events and you'll see that there's $5,000 worth of prizes up for grabs on the day. So yeah, that's a wrap.
That's it.
We'll leave it at that. So thanks for tuning in and we'll talk to you again next week. Bye. And I forgot to press the button.